I'm Hannah, also known as Ronnie. That's my, well, I'd say alias, but basically I'm known as Ronnie on the website Talkover that I do with my friend Kate. Her name's not actually Kate, but that's her alias, so fun times. I'll start with how I came up with the alias. It's just bizarre. Basically in high school, I've always been a creative person, and in high school, in drama, we were doing a thing about, like, basically convicts, you know, got shipped off to Australia for, you know, crimes, whatever. And everyone was just doing the, I'm Mary Jones, I'm John Smith, really boring and really, I'm saying that, there may be people who have those names. But no, the names that are quite common, shall we say. Because Smith, James, always very common. But yeah, so they're doing that and they're all saying, yeah, stole a loaf of bread, you know, just small things like that. Whereas, comes to me, I'm Veronica Cavallero. And the looks I got were quite amusing, just the, what the hell? So then they go on to, why are you here? It's like, oh, I killed my husband because he tried to kill my baby, and they're still just looking at me like, yeah, so it's safe to say I've got a very good imagination, which is great for some things, because I write books. I've got one on Amazon now, Nerd's Got a Game, which I really like, and people really like on Wattpad. But other things, I get paranoid about stupid things. I will literally be lying in bed and hearing noises. Like, I can hear my neighbours, like, doors and stuff like that, because it was originally a house and they've changed it to, like, flats. So I've got a flat downstairs that would have been adjoined to this house, and I'll hear them because the walls are thin, which can be a pain. And I'll be thinking, someone's coming in, someone's trying to come in. I didn't want to, but to be fair, that time I was drunk, okay? My friends made sure I got home safe. I go upstairs and I hear something in my bathroom. Basically, it was just the mug falling over that held my toothbrushes. But yeah, I freak out easily. So does my dog. I play my dog sometimes. She'll just bark at anything sometimes. Yes, I'm talking about you. I know, she's looking at me like, what? But yeah, so I'm very creative, very bizarre person, you may say. It's fun. It makes my life amusing, because I'll just come up with random stuff. Like, literally, people say I can't tell stories because my head works in a way where I'll be thinking of something and then I'll start speaking about stuff that carries on rather than saying why I'm talking about that. It really... No, you're not having those. Sorry. I don't know how to explain it really, but I'm trying to think of an example. Oh yeah, like this morning, I was watching How I Met Your Mother. And there was a bit about Robin shaving her legs. And I was talking to my boyfriend, I just literally was like, without him knowing I was watching it, she was like, oh yeah, they're really shaving my legs, and I'm going to yours. Or you're coming here. And he just looks at me like, what? I'm like, oh sorry, I'm watching How I Met Your Mother. So I don't explain things, I'll just start talking anyway. My sister's my translator, because she can actually get why I'm coming from something. Someone will say something that seems completely different to where I go next, but it works in my head. I've literally been described as Phoebe from Friends by some people, but my boyfriend likes to say I'm exactly like Lily from How I Met Your Mother, so that's fun. I'm just weird. Can we just leave it at that? I am just weird. But it's fun. It's boring being normal. As one of my friends say, it's a nice place to stop off at, but you don't want to live there. But yes, I'm a bit of a crazy, weird person. And I actually did win Most Likely to Get Abducted by Aliens award. Oh, that was brilliant. In college as well. And I was a bit awkward really, because it was college leaving ball, and I'm a cheapskate. I was wearing my prom dress from high school, because I'm not spending tons of money to just, you know, wear a dress once. But yeah, I was there, and there's a guy who just had messed me about throughout high school and a bit through college. So safe to say I was a bit peeved. And yeah, so they're doing the awards. They do like most likely to be a porn star, which was brilliant because the guy actually took his shirt off and started swinging around. And then it comes, most likely to get abducted by aliens. And I'm sitting there with the table of my friends who basically we called the corner, but the teacher called us the under the stairs crew. So I'm thinking, and he said, oh, you know them from under the stairs crew, and I was looking around like, oh, I wonder which one it is. I bet it's that one, I bet it's you. And I'm like, oh, Hannah. I was like, wait, what? Okay. But I know why it is. Because me and Kate, it was actually Kate I was doing this with, we were doing something for drama. We had to do like CBBS, so you'd have to choose a children's book, basically get in front of a green screen, do a story, like, you know, have the images as the background or something else, and edit it and all that. And I did Winnie the Witch, so for it I dressed up as a witch. And it was great, but because it was for CBBS, I had to make it, you know, appropriate. So I had the hat, I had the wand, but I had a boob tube dress, but I wore a black top underneath, so it was decent, and I wore tights underneath, again, so it was decent, and then some long stockings that were green and stripy. But I'm a lazy person as well, so basically, instead of, you know, getting changed in the bathroom and going home, I couldn't be bothered doing that. So in the middle of May, nowhere near Halloween or anything, it's middle of the day, so you're thinking, why the hell? I walked from college to the bus stop, got on the bus, and walked from the bus stop home. And that's about a half an hour journey. And I was still in my witch's costume. It was great. Genuinely. Got so many looks from people, it was funny. Just the crazy person. Safe to say I like being crazy. It's just amusing. Sometimes it's a pain because I feel like I'm just a bit of a pain in the backside to people. Mostly when I don't make sense because I get ahead of myself, as I've mentioned. It's just bad when you when you tell stories as a hobby, you know, writing books. And I do read them and notice I've missed lines out, and then I can't remember what the line was supposed to be. It's a pain. But I'm gonna go back to the website though, because some people wonder why it stopped for quite a while. Anyone who's watched it, read it, looked at the website, blah blah blah. Basically, Kate and I had a fallout a while back, and it's probably my fault because we're both dealing with anxiety and stuff at the time. Sorry, I'm trying to move stuff away from my dog's grasp because she'll tear any piece of paper there is. No, you're not having that. No, for Pete's sake, dog. Yeah. So, oh my god, what was it? Yeah. So we fell out, and we were both dealing with anxiety at the time. And something she put, I just took the wrong way. And because of the mood, I was in very low mood, very anxious about stuff. I have a habit of closing people out. Instead of going through problems and talking to people about it, I'll just shut them out. And that's basically what I did. And she didn't understand. She was trying to get in contact with me, saying, you know, what's happened. And I was just a pain with it. And sorry, my bum cheek's really sore and I don't know why. I think I keep sitting, like, I don't know why, I feel like I just keep putting my weight on that side rather than both my butt cheeks. And I don't know. Hello, doggy. But yeah, but things are better now. We've Mike and I have been together for, Mike's my boyfriend. Mike and I have been together since March now. So March, April, May, June, July, August. Oh, I didn't realise it's been 6 months. What? Wait, no, that's not right. March, April. No, you don't count both. Wait, do you? Shoot. I don't. I'm trying not to swear, but if I'm not in work, I swear a lot. So, but right, so 12th of March. It would it be? Yeah, it would be. It is 6 months. But anyway, yeah. Kate and I fell out before that. Oh my god, I'm losing it. Kate and I fell out before Mike and I got back together. So I went into a bit of a bad space. I was actually with someone around that time, but it wouldn't work because Maureen never saw him. He lived far away anyway. Didn't mean I didn't like him, it's just one of those things. So Kate and I fell out about that. And Mike and I, we were going out for 8 months in our previous relationship a few years ago. We'd broken up for about a year, and then we started talking again. And he knew I was with this other guy. What? Oh, Daphne, what's the matter? Come here. Hey. I know what she wants. 1 sec. What's this? Come here. Come here. Come in. Sit. Well, I'll lie down, but have it anyway. Dog, you distracted me! Never mind. So Mike and I started talking again whilst I was with this other guy. And he knew I had been diagnosed with anxiety now. So he was just there for me as a friend. We were just chatting. During this thing, I was struggling with this relationship with the other guy because of the distance and stuff. I knew I liked him and stuff, but Mike and I started talking about our past relationship. We spoke through the issues we had, which we could have done before we broke up, but because I'm just a pain in the backside, and I really struggled with that. We didn't, but then we spoke about them, and basically frankly I knew I still loved him. So I was very torn at this point because I loved him, but I still had feelings for this other guy, and because Mike and I had broken up before, I was very worried. It wouldn't work out. But in the end, me and the other guy broke up. I chose Mike. I just couldn't help it. But because one night he came around to make sure I was okay because I was struggling with something. And that was a bad day. I got drunk at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, sobered up for Mike coming. He left. I got invited to clubbing, and I don't really like clubs, and I got drunk again. Because Mike had tried to kiss me, and I did push him away because I said to him, if we were ever to go out again, I don't want you to think I would ever cheat. So, but not too long after that, we got together maybe a week later because I just couldn't fight it. I loved him. And now we've been together since, but yeah, so it's good with that. And because he's helped me so much with my anxiety and stuff, really understand. And he kept encouraging me to talk to Kate because he knew how much I loved that friendship with her. And we are best friends. We have a really nice relationship. So I got back in touch with her. And there we are now. We've both struggled and stuff. And we don't talk as much as we did, but that's probably a healthier thing. Because sometimes if you talk to someone every day, it's just like... But, don't even know how to describe it, really. But yeah, so that's how Kate and I have got back together, so to say. So yeah, I am very grateful for Mike, because, he got me back to doing that, and got me back, because I wasn't me before we got back together. And I am grateful that we broke up, to be honest. That sounds very strange. It does. But if we hadn't have broken up, we wouldn't have developed as to the people we are now. Because he And plus, he went through something during that time, and I did message him, saying, I hope you're alright. I don't know what it is. Your friends told me something happened, I want to make sure you're alright. And he did tell me later on, so I was there for him as a friend. And he, you know, and then I was going through something, so we did try again shortly after, but because we're both going through some stuff, we just couldn't. So yeah, but during that time we both grew as people, and sometimes that's what you need, just to grow to individuals, because like, I know I had my flat when he and I were together, but actually I'd moved out when we were together, but I got my own flat after we broke up, and he's got his own house now. And I am gonna, well, we are starting to move in together now. I'm gonna move into his house. Hopefully sooner rather than later. It depends if I can learn to drive, but I need to see about adjustments on a car. Anyway, so yeah, it's just basically things are weird. Everything happens that's weird. But if it weren't for Kate, I wouldn't have been diagnosed with anxiety, and I wouldn't get the help I would have needed. And it wasn't for Mike, Kate and I wouldn't probably be here now. And I wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be this happy, despite my annoying job. But I've got a new one coming up soon, so that's good. Oh, and plus the dog. I wouldn't have got back to being me without the dog, because, you know, she's helped me a lot, because I was very lonely here, because I lived alone. And plus it helps I've got my friend who I've known for 17 years who's moved in recently, so that's nice. So everything seems to be heading on up, and because of that I'm able to get back to my writing, get back to the website, and get back to being me. So I don't know why. I don't. I really don't. I'm gone mental again. But one thing I'm going to try and do with these videos is end it with a funny story. So here we go. I'm going to go with, we'll go for high school. Funny one in year 8, I think it was. I'm not trying anyone to do this, by the way. I'm not trying to be a bad example. I don't like violence, really. I don't like it. It's just stupid kids, isn't it? Yeah, but me and this girl typically fighting over a stupid guy. Don't know why, just stupid, pointless. Can't remember exactly what she said, but I blacked out a second, came back, I'd punched her in the face, and I'd broken a brace. Okay, I only realised when a girl came up to me saying, you slap like this. I'm very well aware you slap like that, and you don't do that, obviously. But yeah, I'd punched the girl in the face and broke her brace. And the reason this is funny is just the fact me and her became best friends. Like, we're really close. It's just bizarre. Like, a girl I hated in year 8, like, we really didn't go out, and we got, you know, argued all the time. Best friends now. I don't get it. I really don't. But it's funny. It's weird how you meet people and how you get to certain points. You can absolutely hate someone and then fall in love with them. Every cliche romance. But no, it's just strange. But this is, I would say Hannah, but I feel like just saying Ronnie because my name's Hannah, but Ronnie is the person I like. That doesn't make sense, but to me, basically, Ronnie's my alias, the person I want to be. He's very open about stuff, and, you know, can help others. I want to help others. It's great. I do. And I will do more videos, hopefully better than this one, because let's face it, this is the first one, and I never said I was going to try and combine the two then, because I'm, you know, basically stupid, but let's not go on to that. But yes, this is Ronnie signing off. Toodles!